Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mark and Tim from Rants. Here to bring you a video about some very interesting news that just came down the pipeline like 5, 6, 7 hours ago. So apparently, one Austin Aries was seen backstage at an NXT taping. This is pretty major. Austin Aries is a very, very popular wrestler with the independent wrestling fans. He has pretty much like an occult following as far as his time in the indies and then how, great everyone sees him as a wrestler. And what's crazy is he's not too far removed from TNA, and a lot of speculation about, TNA people coming to WWE and stuff like that. But this is really one of the first, major people in my mind, that could really make a difference in WWE that would go from, if, they end up signing him and stuff like that, that goes from TNA all the to WWE besides like Samoa Joe. Like you're starting to see a shift where these guys in TNA who are big stars are, I know a lot of them were cut or not re-signed, and they make their way to another company, but I think this is a good sign for WWE. I think they should kind of keep this going and start looking into other guys.
Yeah, let's hope so, because right after he got let go from TNA, he went to Ring of Honor. And then usually when someone gets let go from TNA, they go from Ring of Honor for a little while, and then they come right to NXT. That's what happened with Samoa Joe. So I'm hoping that will happen with Austin Aries, because I'm a big fan of his.
Oh yeah.
So
I guess phenomenal.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping that this is true. So and NXT has picked up James Storm recently, and they got Tommaso Ciampa and a bunch of other names have been coming. So.
Yeah. Also spotted backstage was Gunner too, which for me, I haven't followed TNA in a while. Like the last time I really watched was when the Hardys, Team 3D, and the Wolves had their little three-way tag team feud for the title, and they had their little specialty of matches going. So that was really the last time I paid attention to TNA. But it's crazy to think about, these guys who were super established in TNA and who kind of put TNA on the map, or at least, kept them somewhat relevant. Now they're let go, and they're going to work the indies. Obviously, Aries has, a history with Ring of Honor and other places, I would assume. It was only a matter of time before WWE kind of snatches up someone like him, and I think that was a smart move. I think you have an Austin Aries and you sign him, I think you put him on the card right away.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
it's crazy how, if you're watching TNA, and then all of a sudden, okay, he's gone, and then he's on Ring of Honor, and then since everything was taped, all of a sudden he shows back up, and they don't have no explanation. So I don't know what to believe anymore. But from what I've seen on TNA lately, when I do see it, Austin Aries ain't there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is pre-taped, like this little there's a little title tournament thing that they're doing or whatever.
Now they're redoing it.
Yeah, because I know a lot of the stuff was taped over the summer, and now they're just airing it. So, we're seeing James Storm, even though he's with WWE at this point, he's being promoted with a match against Eric Young for this little tournament thing that they're doing, this little specialty thing they're doing, which is really funny. You might see him wrestle under a WWE banner one night, and then the next night he'll be under TNA, just because it was taped ahead of time. So that's always really funny, when that stuff kind of happens. But as far as this particular, piece of news, again, this is craziness. Hopefully this leads to other people. You and me were talking about AJ Styles not too long ago, and
oh man,
how cool would that be? I would sign. I know he's older. I know he's been around, and he's well established, and he really doesn't even need WWE at this point, because he can make whatever money he wants in Japan, Ring of Honor, wherever. He doesn't need that. But if he ever has the interest, I'm sure WWE would listen. And just imagine the matches he would have with.
See Bobby Roode come.
Yeah, to me, most of these names from TNA don't really draw me in, but like Austin Aries was the big one. Like I didn't really care. James Storm, he had a nice run as a tag team wrestler. Beer Money, America's Most Wanted. I love those teams, but as a singles wrestler, I didn't really care for him much. Gunner was okay. He has potential. But Aries is the big thing. Like, if you get him, you put him on the card, you have him face Joe, you have him face Finn Balor. Don't give him these little cruddy matches. Put him right, because he can handle it. Put him right with the big guys. He can handle it.
Yeah. And I guess WWE's had some interest in some Lucha Underground people as well. I guess they just signed some new guy. I forget his name.
Yeah, I know what you talk about. I can't remember the name either, but he's supposed to be very popular. So
yeah, so we're just finally starting to get some new, luchadors in there, and because we already got Kalisto and Sin Cara, so it'll be good to see more international superstars. So things at NXT are looking up.
Yeah.
If these things are true, I hope they do sign, or at least get a tryout. See what they can do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine a situation where Austin Aries doesn't impress them. The guy is a phenomenal wrestler, and again, throw him with these big names, you'll have a great match, and you'll have people talking about it. So, he would have to really try to drop the ball on this, in order to not be there. And again, this just opens the door. I'd love to see them start talking to AJ Styles, even though he's older. I get it. But even if you get him for a couple of years, he might not have that much more left in him for wrestling, but, he's a little undersized, but we're starting to see this shift in WWE where they're starting to value these independent guys and then starting to push them and make them the top stars. Indie wrestlers are what's hot, and they got to capitalize on it.
Definitely.
So let us know your thoughts, guys. Are you excited to see Austin Aries? The potential for him to be in WWE? Is there anyone else, from the indie scene you would like to see? Or do you think this is not a good thing and they should just focus on other wrestlers? Because I can see both arguments.
Well, I mean, because so many people are moving from NXT to the main roster, so within the next year and a half, I figured after January we're going to be getting more people to the main roster. We already got Tyler Breeze. Probably get maybe some tag teams might come soon. I'm hoping soon. Enzo Amore and Con Cassidy.
They got to be next.
If they don't win the NXT titles within the next couple months, so they can have at least that one run with the NXT titles. And some don't win any titles and go right to the main roster, which is fine, because maybe Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy come to the main roster and win the tag team titles.
Oh God, sign me up, man! Those guys are phenomenal. Can you just imagine the back and forth between them and the New Day? Oh
man,
God, it's gonna be phenomenal.
So I hope they would still be around.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure they would be.
They're doing so well. So, again, guys, let us know your thoughts. Check out our other videos. Be on the lookout for our Survivor Series prediction videos, and we'll check in with you guys next time there's breaking news or something like that, or whenever something cool happens. We'll talk about it.
Yep.
All right. Peace.